Today we are going to do another Python exercise where the users can input three student names, comma marks, names and marks, and once the input is over, the system should print those three names and three marks with the grade based on the marks they got. So the grade we have to check 1, 2, 3, 4. Four grade can be fail, pass, credit or distinction we have to check. So there are three areas to consider for this particular problem. One is finding the grade, other one is input, and the printing part. Right. So first we will find the grade. We will define a function. Def. We will give a function name as uh, grade, and the marks I will pass it as a parameter. So the marks is coming as a parameter. So I have to check m less than 40. Then we will save to the variable called g, say fail. So that is fail because its marks is less than 40, and there are more conditions to check. So I will say L if we'll say mark less than 50. So then I will say G is equal pass, and more to check. So L if m less than 75, I will say G is equal credit, and L if, right? So here it should be L if, and that is 75. Now else, meaning no more to check, it's the last one. So without checking I will give G is equal, that may be more than 75, right? So that would be a distinction, that pass is distinction pass. So now we have checked all the grade: less than 45, less than 50 pass, less than 75 credit. So it will be as a continuous checking, right? So last one, if it maybe if we come to this last else, meaning it is more than, if it's less than 40 it will catch here, if it's less than greater than 40 and less than 50 it will catch here, right? Last it will come here. So that is, maybe that should be more than equal or more than 75 will come to the else. So that should be distinction, right? So that all the that we have checked. Now this function should return this g. So that is the last part of the function, that is return g. So now this function definition is over. Now we have defined a function to find out the grade. That is okay, fine. So now our input part, user should input three names uh, and marks, right? So now three names should be saved, because otherwise if you put a single variable it will be override. So we need to keep all three the names and the marks. For that I will create a list. I will define a list as a list for the name, and mark I will say the capital M for the mark. So both are the list, two lists, separate list I have defined. So now for I in range, for I in range 0 comma 3, 0 comma 3, I in range 0 comma 3. So now I will work, I will get the value 0, 1 and 2. The first time it will come, I will be 0, right? So I will save the name first in a variable. So user should enter the data. So I will use the input function. I can prompt a message, enter the name. So this message will be prompted, right? So that message, the input value will be saved on the name. And mark also I can say input, enter a mark, input enter a mark. So that value will be entered, but this marks will be as a string, so I have to convert into integer, because I have to find out the, I have to check the ranges values are there. So it should be, definitely should be the integer. So this int function will do that, right? So that marks, the marks is there. So since, sorry, int, right? So now these two marks and names, the next time when it's, it will override. So before that I have to keep save that data or keeps data somewhere. So So that's why I have defined a list there. So I can list is have a function to save. So that is called append function. I use list append function here. So the name should be append to the in list, and same like mark should be m. I use the append to m. I add the date m value to the mark variable. I assign or add to the list m. So n and m list will keep all three names, right? Three times it will work. The user will input name and mark, so each marks will be added to the n and m marks and the name, right? So that's all. So this fast input is over, right? So now I have all three names and marks. Now I have to print the detail. So for I in range 0 0 comma 3, so this is the printing part. So I print name, so that is the list n. I have to give the index of the index as a I, because when repetition work it will take one by one, like that. Mark, that is the mark is in m. I comma, now I have to print the grade. So grade, to find out the grade I already have the function. So I can call that function here, and I have to pass the parameter that should be mark. So marks is in the uh, mi, right? So this is the marks. So this mi is the marks. I have passed it as a parameter. So for that particular marks it will find the grade, right? And it will return. So this grade function will get that, right? So that is there. And comma, separate for each name, mark and grade should be separated in a nice way, then display will be nice. So then I will say tab colon another tab. Now so this is the separator function for the print. So this print function is now all, right? So that's all. Three area. One is we have define a function, and second is we have to, this is for the input area, and this is the printing printing to print detail. This repetition, there are two separate repetition there. One is for input, other one is for output, right? So I will check it and see whether it is working or not, right? So I will save. So I will give the name as mark, right? Okay, I will replace that invalid syntax where else I have to put the colon there, right? So else for the colon, right? So then each and every condition checking we have to put the colon, right? Right, first name is given. I will give first name as a Peter, right? So we will say Peter's marks is 67. The other one is we give a name as Black. Second name is Black. He is get say 80, right? Other one we say a red hot 34, right? So right now see, this is the input area. Now three names and marks, first name and mark, second name and marks. It asks three times, right? So now this is the printing part. Peter 67, and see 67 is credit. So Black 80, that is distinction. Red is 34, fail. Okay, fine, it is working, right? Okay, so okay, that this is the program for that particular output, right? So now first we have defined a function to check the, to find out the grade, and other one repetition for the input, three times, three names and the marks, and this is for the output, print the name, marks and with the marks with a grade. So this is the output area, right? So that's all. So we will do another exercise in the next session, and if you like, subscribe us and share with your friends. Thank you.